All right, should be live here. We check here on Akion. And all right, good. All right, shalom, 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 shalom. You know, I came out here in Paso, Texas, coming to you in this spot here, the forum. You know, just open discussion on what's going on here in Great Babylon, America, across the earth, and particularly with the tribe of Israel, so-called Black Native Americans and Latinos. As always, we're going to the scriptures to bring it out. Okay, we won't make this too long today, but before we get started, let's turn to peace and give all glory and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
double honor to the teachers, elders, and apostles of Great Millstone, and also the likewise brothers out there putting out this truth, faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep, and to you brothers and sisters tuning in. Shalom. All right, and we just what was it, about maybe 45 minutes ago, we were just speaking with what could possibly be a speckled bird, um, who walked past us right here in the park out here in East El Paso, and he walked by and he seen us dressed like this, and he goes, "Are y'all the guys that are out there on the corner every Sunday in the robes?" And we say, "Yeah." So basically, we spoke with this. We spoke with him for maybe half an hour or something like that, and he revealed to us that he wanted to stop many times out there to speak with us and seeing us out there a lot. But he had an experience out in New York with a group. They call themselves something. He can't remember the name. Black Hebrew Israelite or Black something, Black Jews or something like that.
Yeah.
And we think we have an idea who the group that he met up out there like that. Anyways, they chase him. They call him, you know, Cracker and all these other names and stuff like that. Because of course we know, other than the camps that are similar to Great Millstone and likewise brothers like us who are affiliates. These other groups out there for filthy lucre, and they basically have that mentality of that Black Panther Party type, that somehow, they deal with everything in the carnal spirit, like color. Okay, not understand that you could very well be turning away one of the lost sheep. Okay, so they're not dealing with it in the spiritual level like that. We went through a whole lot of different ancient world scriptures, and we spoke about what's going on locally here in El Paso, what's going on, with the family. We know this month is what, Pride Month. Okay, how that's this disrupting the morality here in Great Babylon, America, and we seeing this place is just waxing worse and worse and worse. You get something on?
Khan, this is the book of Ecclesiasticus or Sirach, chapter 51, verse 30. And it reads, "Work your work betimes, and in his time he will give you your reward." Okay, and we're within the time of the Lord, man, because like it says in Isaiah the 55th chapter, okay, um, his mind is not our mind, man. So even though we want the Lord to destroy this place now, we understand that it's a process. And he wants you people, part of that process is having these the vast majority of Hebrew beasts, okay, built up in your pride so you can be just fine destroyed. So the way of us working our works, just like how Shah said, work of him that sent us, will come a reward. And part of that reward is what? Fame. See that? So this, having always been said, the man that came up and approached us, like the brother's going into, was a threat and sign of their fame is coming to us. Man. People can start recognizing this more, and they're gonna want to, it's gonna cause them to inquire more about, that, and they're gonna be enlightened on what this gospel truly is, man. And because this gospel is a measuring stick of the end of Esau's world. Case in point, like it says in was that uh Saint Matthew 24 chapter. All right, this is Saint Matthew chapter 24, verse 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. See, and this ending coming. Okay, it's Esau Edom's ending. Okay, the rulers of the darkness of this world. All right, the man of sin and son of perdition, the men of sin and sons of perdition, the Edomites. All right, destroying this earth through the military industrial complex, their biological warfare, their biochemical warfare. All right, you see that? Uh, Now they came out, economically destroying Earth. Now they just came out, I think yesterday with a report that they raised, I think they ran it by the Supreme Court. Now the debt ceiling was raised again.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, that's just another smokescreen, man. Okay, because we understand a component of this devil's devices is gradualism. So you want to give people false hope. See, people like like the guy that came up, they're seeking answers because it's this matrix, man. They're tired of this bullshit and this fuckery going on out here, man. And they require answers, like it says in Isaiah 24:11. You know how speaks about how there be a cry for wine in the streets. Wine is symbolic of wisdom, understanding. People desire it. That's why the guy was saying, the guy that came up saying, you know, he's at a basically an quiet mark with his wife. Because his wife had him going to a church he didn't want to go to because he's not being spiritually fed with the bread, the food that's convenient for him. You see the problem, right? For it indicate this guy could be just like a man. That's why he came up inquiring. We don't even know we're not in our royal garments. He still recognizes, man, because the spirit of us, man. You see, it's a part of the end times coming. That we are in the end times. It's for an indicator of this insight that we just witnessed, man. Okay, that we are finally at the end of Esau Edom's rulership. Okay,
Habakkuk 2 and 3 that says, "For the vision is yet on a point in time, but at the end it shall speak with no lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry." And so this is that patient of the saints that we have in that month of what? Pride Month. Okay. We just had one of the best entertainment I've seen so far for this year was when Joe Biden fell across the stage. Okay. Which is symbolic, Yahushua Mashiach is showing us like, what he's got our back, and he's showing us that how he's bringing great Babylon America. So that him falling was just was not just an old man stumbling, but it shows that this Paul being a bitter old hag that it is great Babylon America, okay, is at its last throes. Okay. So this place is in a fallen state right now. Okay, it is filled, okay, with abomination. Right in the back of us, you got these animals right now. They're fighting. Or what? Okay, that shows you right now that wicked. Everything is out of order here. Okay, these animals are not even at peace with each other right now. Okay, because of the stress that's here in Great Babylon, America. They're being poisoned. Okay, now they're finding animals in parks and stuff right now, and when that are die, and they're doing an autopsy and find out they're dying of cardiac arrest. Uh, they find out because these animals are now eating what's unnatural to them, which is what cheese doodles and popcorns and all kinds of candies and stuff. And people are feeding them. They're dying of doggone diabetes, man. This okay. I mean, so imagine more of what we're consuming. Okay, it's a horrible place, man. And the Lord is about to bring this place. The Lord is bringing this place down. Okay, but He also does it in gradualism also too. So the wicked would never see it coming. That's why roughly paraphrasing, the Lord said, just like in the days of Noah, these people gonna be marrying, drinking, and partying and carrying on. Okay, until the flood, like just like out in the Noah days, the flood came and took that away. So it's gonna be when the Son of Man returns. Okay, they're not gonna be expecting, man. They don't expect this damn devil to lock this place down because everything is a conspiracy theory to them. We're having too much fun. No, the government is not gonna. They're gonna turn around and put out and make this next scandemic, which is not gonna be a scandemic this time. The next one's gonna be really a pestilence pandemic for real. Okay, they plan on killing all the people. All right, get me on.
Yeah, Khan. This is Proverbs 29, verse 18. It says, where there is no vision, the people perish. But he that keepeth the law, happy is he. His white people miserable. So we're miserable as well. But see, we have with these people, the only difference between us and the vast majority of the people in the world, the brute beasts, is that we have what these people don't have. And that's his gift of faith within his word, man. That's why it says in 2nd Ezra, the 7th chapter, on the 20th verse, that we have what is required for us to have life and not be punished. Okay? Like these people get punished, man. That they don't have because of their lack of fear of the Lord. They don't know the Lord because He didn't give them. He didn't bestow upon them the wisdom to understand how He operates. Because wisdom is malicious. Wisdom, so like it says, wisdom cannot enter into malicious soul. It's in the wisdom of Solomon 1:4. And that's why these people can understand this vision, man. That's when that was come, you know, that was transpired at this appointed time. Okay, like brother brought out Habakkuk 2 and 3. You see that? Because the seals have been opened. It says in Revelation. All right, we're at that time where judgment is intensifying. Okay, because people are edge, are on edge anyway by way of the the, uh, the effects of the wine fornication. Okay, given the sea which is land of the free and over the brave, release the land of the free and over the slaves. It's not a counterfeit. You can ask mischievous devices, man. Okay, especially all the bullshit he puts out in his propaganda media to condition the minds of people to a certain agenda. Really, he's trying to see discrepancies within his agenda. That lashing out, looting, protesting, attacking cops. But there's two niggas on the cops that got recently looking at. One of them was 24 years old. And I believe one of them brought out of camp last time. I think one of them was in Chicago or something like that. Either way, two nigga women cops. That's an ongoing trend also. People start taking out their frustrations out on law enforcement. Okay? See that? Because there's nothing. See, people starting to understand that this place is a matrix. Whether they verbalize it or not, they're doing so by their actions. Okay, they're sick and tired of this place, man. So what more so the Heavenly Father? You see, this why the strongholds and stumbling blocks of the main place of our captivity, all right, is being torn down, man, by way of which force? The word. This is St. Matthew chapter 24, verse 35. It reads, Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. Okay? So this is when it's speaking about heaven and earth, it's speaking about Esau and Bush. Like I said, chapter, how it is going to pass away. Now we know that this is not talking about this earth passing away, because what it says is the has. So we know through the pretext, that's a free understanding that Esau's heaven and earth is going to pass away. His rulership, his sinful kingdom spoken about in Amos 9 chapter, okay, full of abominations, spoken about in Revelation, the 13th and 17th chapters. Okay, reaching the heavens. Okay, this is what the Heavenly Father is gradually, okay, destroying this place, but eternally before that judgment manifests. Okay, with the outright destruction within his last post war. Okay, simultaneously with the country, the heat that Howard Shah is going to unleash upon this place with thermonuclear missiles, the thermonuclear missile warheads of Esau Edom's military and his adversaries clashing, man. Because, like it says in Revelation 18 chapter, America is going to go out violently. That's how she was established, man. That's why we're seeing such violence break out here. People losing their goddamn minds, protesting out in the streets. Okay, even the brother was talking about it earlier. You got Edomites down in Colorado, stores. I saw this. Yes, I believe it was yesterday morning. There's a lot of these Edomites, or not. They're shoplifting from these retail stores, these retail traders. Like you know what I'm saying, like including Home Depot. Yep. They're going there stealing drills, and they're stealing these high quality items so they can sell them online. It's becoming an ongoing trend. You see, and even if, especially to Edomites, man, you're not exempt because you live in America as well.
Yep.
That's why these curses are passing up on to you.
Yeah. So Romans 37, because you see, y'all have been sitting very comfortable, okay, watching, the so-called Negroes and Latinos here in America getting the brunt end of poverty. And yes, while our people as a whole is going to continue to be in poverty, okay, the Lord has lifted the spirit of his elect. Okay. In other words, we've come to accept the fact that our fate here, okay, was those curses that we got in Psalm 28. But the conclusion is going to be the redemption that Yahweh Mashiach has promised us, which is what to get us the hell out of this place. Okay? So we're no longer right now sitting down and struggling mentally on ways on how we could please the so-called white man. You know what? Why don't I go to school to get myself an extra degree again? know, or an extra certification to the stuff. It's like, no, those times are done. Okay?
Those are vain thoughts.
Those are main thoughts because we already realize that no matter how hard you struggle against the grain of this place to try to be accepted, you're not part of this world. Yahushua Mashiach made that very clear. If the world, if you were one of the world, if you were part of this world, the world will love you, which because you're not, the world hates you. And that's why you see brothers like right now, no matter how, we all remember when we were in the world how hard we tried to please this man and try to be a part of it. And it just never worked out. Now we know. Okay, so there's no reason to ponder on it anymore. All this is time. It's gonna come a time when we can get to sit back and go, you know what? When the elder apostle Tahal give the word that we had to come off the street, you'll get that word from Yahweh Shem Yahushai for us to come off the street. Okay, we come off the street. That means the lack has been sealed. It's time for us to get our popcorn and watch the show. And that's what we're waiting on.
And enjoy the show.
Oh yeah.
This is St. Matthew, going to the precept you mentioned. The St. Matthew 24:36. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, to the day that Noah entered into the ark, and that's when destruction came. Verse 39, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. That's why in Isaiah the 66th chapter it speaks about how the slain of the Lord, Yahweh by Shemeshai, is going to be many. Meaning what? The Lord, Yahweh by Shemeshai, is going to kill more people than he's going to save. Man. Okay? And why is that? First Thessalonians 5:5 says, ye are the children, like ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. So the majority of people, the vast majority are of the world, man. They're in darkness, man. That's what nighttime is symbolic of. So when Yahushua said, I must work the works of him that sent me while the day for the night cometh, for no man can work. The night is symbolic of darkness, man. Evil, including Jacob's trouble, man, where these devils are releasing they're releasing more information in media, what I'm saying, about artificial intelligence. Yep. Case in point.
And also talking about this next pandemic, Redacted actually went into that, where they've brought it out a couple of times. And if you see Clayton Morris and keep going on the topic, it means that they're getting their information from credible source that is saying this next pandemic, this is not going to be the simulation that we went through in 2020, 2021, 2022, where, literally, Sleepy Joe came and said, you know what, everybody's got to take this shit up to live. No, you're going to see real dead people for real. Or it's going to be for real. And the thing about it is, like, when you see chaos is happening, people are they're not coherent and they don't react similar if you deal with simulation, because if you're pretending on something that your reaction is going to be different or your action is going to be different because stress levels going to be different because you know what? It's an act. You're acting. When it's real, it's totally different. If you're let's use an example. Boxers, they go to camp to prepare for a fight. They're sparring. It doesn't matter that in a sparring, you know that the sparring partner is being paid to give you a workout, but not to really hurt you or beat you down. If you lose, if the sparring partner knocks you down, it doesn't matter because it doesn't mean your record is a loss. That stress level is different when you get to the ring of your opponent who's looking to take your head off, and a loss means your career. Okay? The stress level is a little different. That's why you see a lot of boxers sometimes. As much as they train that whole 3 months in a camp, they go out there and they totally throw that out the window because guess what? So they start to come back and they fundamentals. Okay? Actually, our first one was about that. So I just help you don't have enough
go. Real quick, when you brought out, see, pretty confirms that see the Jeremiah 2nd chapter is the fountain of the waters. But the first scripture the brother brought out, the scripture I was thinking about coming over you. I had a couple of scriptures come to my mind. That's one of the first scriptures I wanted to bring out, and the Spirit brought it out. Go ahead.
Yeah, it says First Thessalonians 5:2. It says, for yourself know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, and sudden destruction come upon them, as travail upon a woman, the child, and they shall not escape. We made it very clear, you're not going to escape. When Jacob's trouble comes, Jacob is a 12 tribe of Israel. So that's a lot of people, man. Okay? When that come, it's gonna be sudden. Suddenly, they're not feeding the migrants anymore. These migrants are trespassing, language barrier, creating an issue. You've got these the Spanish speaking tribes are going to look at this, what they call the migrants or the poor Spanish speaking tribes that come here, so called illegally, as, as an interference in their life. So you are going to have a lot of doggone Northern tribe, Northern Kingdom, who are right here in America going against the Northern Kingdom who are coming over here, who are poor. They're already taking advantage of them already. Then you can have Jake. Yeah, remember Jake. Jake really wants to please. When I say Jake, and I'm talking about, let me just say Northern King. Let me say Southern King. Jake, the so-called Negroes. They really want to please the so-called white man, and they hold a lot of the prominent position here in this country. Okay, contrary to popular belief, Jake he sort of set them up because why? He knows the strength of Israel, of Yahshua already comes from the tribe of Judah. Okay, they're going to be going up against the Northern Kingdom, so-called migrants over here, thinking that they're impeding on their progress over here. But we got there. What happened? Not to switch the gears, but what happened to Jamie Foxx? I hope when they're putting on their show, and much worse. Okay, much worse. Because what did the Lord say about those who help the wicked? You're gonna fall too. You both will fall. Okay. So Lord willing, what is going on with Jamie Foxx? I hope it's real and much worse. I just wanted Jamie to know that if you watch it.
Proverbs 32 says, "For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of the fools shall destroy." Right? So that's why it said, same chapter, uh, verse 22, how long you simple ones we love simplicity, and it scorns delight, and they're scorning, and fools hate knowledge. You fools hate knowledge. That's why they don't come to the camps, because their minds have been blinded from the light of this gospel. This is why in First Thessalonians 5 and 6, it says, "Therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. For they that sleep, sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night." Why? Because, like I said in First Thessalonians 5 and 5, we are the children of the light. Meaning we are we are the vessels of honor. All right, and the people, the vast majority of this world, especially Edomites, are the vessels of dishonor, so they're undesirable by the Lord, because we're only alive to fulfill the works of Yahweh by Shem Shah by further pushing out his message, and that's through this gospel. Like it says in Isaiah 12 and 4, for example. All right? Which is why in Ecclesiastes 12 and 13 it says what? The whole duty of men, okay? It says, fear God, fear the most high God Yahweh. Okay? Keep his commandments. But this is the duty of men, okay? The men of Israel. You see that spoke about in Acts the second chapter, for example. The only men that matter to the Lord. Okay, that's why we're out here fishing for the elect men of Israel. Okay, and the rest of the 1/3 elect men, women, and children of Israel. Okay, I'm able to 44,000. Okay, right. Then the rest of the 1/3 elect men, women, and children of Israel. All those of the marriage supper that will hearken to this gospel. So these guys came up, stood up here, either for judgment or salvation, just like every other soul out here. See, so we're set up, contrary to popular belief, by the vast majority, right? We're set up out here, okay, to save souls, man. Okay, case in point, because the rulers of darkness of this world want to eliminate people, man, because they know they have no salvation for them. They have the satanic, they're going to utilize their satanic devices to ensure that the vast majority follows the blind leaders into the blind, okay, as the blind regarding these people into that ditch, symbolic of death and destruction. It's where AI comes in. This is why it came out on CNBC recently, okay, a few days ago, reported that says in the text section, AI poses human extinction risk on par with nuclear war. Sam Altman and other tech leaders warn. Right? Said other tech leaders such as Tesla's Elon Musk and former Google CEO Eric Schmidt have cautioned about the risk of AI posed to society. See, that's why they have the different companies like Boston Dynamics and whatnot, where they're developing this AI technology to use on people, and a lot of this AI technology is going to look like human beings. See that? You know, so we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. We understand how we utilize his devices. We're justified ushering in the satanic order, by further, presenting the framework of this mark of the beast microchip. Okay, through the blockchain technology and AI plays a big part of it. Okay, there will not be any mark of the beast without this framework of this chip. All right. So yeah, that's why the FDA came out recently and used in trials shipping. If you ready to mandate this thing, okay? They got that going on here. This AI, and I'm still kind of trying to get on about the fact that these AIs have they're self-aware enough to where even if they had a fail-safe way of trying to stop them, these are they call sentient beings, okay, or sentient machines, okay, are going to destroy their own brain. Okay. Now, I can suspect that these AI, these drones, these drones, which seem to be the ones that they're using, are going to be programmed to go after Jakes. Esau, they've been spending a lot of money on trying to, but they collecting your DNA. When you were born in hospital, they collect your DNA. You serve in this military, they collect your DNA. In fact, every time you get your blood drawn, they collect that DNA on your ass. And what they're looking at, okay, is who is who. They're trying to come up with a way to identify who the biblical Hebrew Israelites, so that they can use these artificial intelligence to go and target you. Okay, and they're going to target you in so many different ways, not only in a physical way. They're going to target you in a financial way because the computer might just go after your account and just take all your stuff from you. We're having in Canada, they were protesting against the dragon juice. Okay, and uh, they turn off these people, turn off the bank accounts.
Yeah,
You weren't able to withdraw the money out of there. Look what happened in Kanye.
yeah, yeah. We went from $3 billion
Yeah.
to
Now this nigga's like 1,000 there now.
he's 1,000.
Eating ramen noodles and shit with the
Yeah,
rest of us.
you know,
You know what I'm
and
saying?
they still selling this stuff and they're pocketing the money. He doesn't even get any of it like that, and he looks a little kind of deformed on his face. I don't know why his face looks a little kind of
Well,
funky.
he's through.
You know,
Yeah, yeah, he's through. Especially after marrying a damn Harley. You got to be a real retard to marry that bitch.
I mean, but then see, that's how they have to do it because you know, Jake, man, you need to understand that, and I just read it to you in First Thessalonians. You're gonna die. Okay, it's just that. We are the men that you see on the highway and the byway that are doing the forums, that are doing the camps and everything else. Okay, we're the herald of the Malak.
Uh,
Now, if any of you remember, if you watch what was it, Fantastic Four, when the Silver Surfer he came and he said they asked him who was he, and they was fighting him, and they couldn't even stop him.
yeah.
And he finally when they did capture him, he said to him that he's a messenger everywhere he go. When he visits a planet, that planet is going to be destroyed by a being known as Galacticus, who devours planets. Okay,
That's really a caricature of the Most High.
yeah, and that's who he is. So the men, oh, you see on the highway and the byway, we're the messengers, the herald. We're heralding a horror show that's about to come here. Yahushua is a horrible. He's horrible. He's horrible to the wicked. And we pray as being part of the hopefully that we're not in a part of destruction and he's going to be wreaking here. Okay, and it's going to look exactly. We're here in the flesh right now. You look up in the sky, the space, stars, and everything like that. So, what form it's going to become? All the movies that he's talking out there like that, are entertaining, independence, and all that stuff. See this in real life. I don't think it's going to be, you know what I mean? You can't pop on. It's going to be a horror show. This is going to be physically, this is going to be a physical thing, people. You don't understand. See some unicorn, man, right over there, unicorn. It's going to be something that straight out of a nightmare. We never in our life see the sky full of. And now you at that point realize that there's other beings that's relating to us. Okay, and unless you know the way Yahushua is going to return, which he told the disciples, and when he went up in the chariot, and those angels looked, well, what are you looking at? This is how he's going to come back again. Okay, the rest of these people, unlike us, are not aware of that. They really believe it's some fluffy cloud and some old dude that's coming back smiling and all that stuff. No, this is gonna be a terrible time. And that's why he always described the day of the Lord as like darkness, man.
Right.
Because we can't fathom looking up in the air and seeing a ship so damn big it covers the entire earth. Not to mention millions of these things coming out there, and we don't even know what they look like. They're glowing, different colors. They shoot laser beams and stuff. That's gonna be the real invasion. And unless you're in this truth, you would not understand what the hell that is. You just think that, oh my goodness, it's real. We're really being attacked by aliens.
Especially when you get like, says in Wisdom of Solomon, the fifth chapter, like strange of our salvation.
Like, what the hell are they going on? What the hell is that?
Likewise, when they come in beginning of that salvation, they see the chariots, and they see the fathership of chariots covered the firmament. And, that's why I prophesied how men's hearts shall fail.
Exactly. Yeah. He's on shitting himself, man. They can't hide it. They're not going to be able to hide it. It's because it said all the nations and tribes are going to be feeling, okay, that is coming. Which means what? The ordinary person is going to be able to take their cell phone and zooming and seeing whatever that great bright light that's going to be coming is going to be bright in the daytime, bright in the night. He's always going to try to play it off like he always lie and go, oh, that's a comment that's going to be passed by. Oh, that ain't no damn comment. Not that bright, not that big. Okay? There's going to be some scary times.
All them cunningly devised fables that Esau been pushing out there, like this whole FBI coded term, alien, okay, which really is a vocabulary word. That fucking shows how fucking stupid this devil is. But that's what they call it's a calling so-called immigrants, migrants. What the fuck does that have to do with extraterrestrial being that supposedly exists in second heavens, man?
Yeah.
Okay, so Esau's lies just finished. Why? Because it's gospel. See that? But the people that dwell in the earth in darkness, uh, the blind that grows darkness, they're gonna keep following the blind leaders of the blindness. Yes, you're destined to be because they're following his false perception / standard of living predicated on what so-called white supremacy.
Exactly. They could be grabbing the doggone guns firing and they say they're getting away from our eyes, man. Okay. We're all gonna unite and Jake just returned. It's gonna be right there. We're all gonna unite. We're being invaded by a doggone aliens. Like, no, I said, come back. You probably elect. That should be a joyous time. Remember, like in I think it was in the second uh Independence Day. Okay, the alien species that they have captured. Okay, they started making all this noise and sound like that. And they go, what's wrong with them? Because the distress signal when they had lost and the first one was sent out. Okay, in that instant, that second that it reached their own forces. Okay, 20 years had passed. Okay, they realized that this force that was coming to what? Rescue them, man. See, Esau puts these things symbolically in his own movies, but you watch it it's a form of entertainment. That's the reason why you have the man that are raised up. You have the different levels in this. Okay, of the man who actually see that and they teach it to the rest of us. I'm bringing out we in turn teaching them to others. I think the brother Amaran from the Kingdom Trilogy, he's the head of the camp over there in Alabama, and he brought out a beautiful lesson earlier this week. He said, don't think too of yourself and the truth calls you. You're not the, like you're not getting abused like some of these other brothers are. You can't break down scriptures like that because there's always new brothers that are coming in the truth there who need to get milk. It's pointless of bringing out the high level scriptures like the elder apostle bring up. Uh, if that's not part of the law, it's not your law. You bring out what you bring out because considering what you know is like Mount Everest, the one pebble on the ground. The rest of these people are in darkness because they don't know anything. Okay, you have something else?
I was going to scripture. Matter of fact, I think Hebrews 4 and 16.
Yeah. Well, I got Proverbs 12 and 1. It says, whosoever loveth instruction loveth knowledge, but he that hated reproof is brutish. And that's all we are here in our society, man. In particular, the tribe of Israel. Brutish. They hate knowledge.
Uh,
All right?
that's why St. John in the third chapter says that that same knowledge is that light. Light is symbolic of the Holy Spirit. That's why that Holy Spirit, which is synonymous with wisdom, cannot enter into tradition. So that's why they hate us. That they hate Yahweh Shai, like they spoke about St. John the third chapter, because his wisdom is too high. Wisdom is too high for a fool. You see, that's why the Lord has confounded the wise, the perceived wise of the world, okay, with what the world considers foolishness. You see how the Lord does it? He's the ultimate, it confirms Yahweh, Yahweh is the ultimate chess player, with people's souls. Because all souls belong to him, pursuing Ezekiel 18:4. And all souls who die, all souls who sin against him shall die. Right, recently there's these two little look like Edomite boys that got smoked in the front yard just playing around. Just playing, like children play. And they got put to death in that random drive-by. You see that? So these death angels, Yahweh Shemashai had these death angels out here just putting people to death. Like this nigga entertainer slash comedian by the name of DC Young Fly from Nick Cannon's show Wild 'N Out. His wife, his 32-year-old wife, just gave up the ghost, and they said it was because it was due to the causes were um, undetermined. But then it come to find out she had a she was in the midst of having a cosmetic surgery done. So the bitch died, like most likely getting a BBL or some shit like that. That's what that means. That's how she went out. But ultimately, it's because Yahweh Shemeshah put her to death. Like and this is ongoing trend with you women, man, looking enhance your beauty. That's your glory. Okay. Now look what happened to the so-called Mexican Kim Kardashian. She got put to death during a botched cosmetic surgery. You know, so you women gonna have to continue to learn the hard way. Okay, just like the rest of the people of the world that dwell in darkness. That this world is everything in this world is temporal, like it says in First Corinthians, with Second Corinthians 4:18. But everything that is not seen is everlasting. And that's why in Proverbs 29:18 it says, well, where there is no vision, the people perish, because the people that ultimately that vision is the kingdom of heaven. People are so damn carnal, they want everything to be tangible. They prove to be the kingdom of heaven. Like it says in the Revelation, the 13th chapter, who can make war with the dragon? Who can make war with Esau, Edom, the big bad white man, and his 6 branches of his military? See, people have a very narrow vision, man, because they're carnal minded. And a carnal mind is enmity, meaning hatred with the Heavenly Father. That's why he's going to kill all these people. That's why he's killing them now. Okay? Before it's all said and done, many more of these people shall die. But this is the scripture I was looking for. Hebrews chapter 6, verse 10 says, for the Most High God, Yahweh, is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have shewed toward his name, and that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister. Okay? It's like the brother had quoted the elder brother, Aharon down there in Alabama. For being used by Yahweh Shemashah by Shema Kakadash to exhort Aki. That may not be that it may not be getting a lot of views. You know what I'm saying? And I seem like they're getting a lot of traction behind their efforts in his ministry. But keep in mind, man, our biggest audience is an audience we can't see, the Allahayim. And if we actually saw them, we give up the damn slack. If we actually saw them, we give up the blessed ghost. You see what I'm saying? All right? You know what I'm saying? Because that's why we're supposed to prophesy to the wind. Like it says in Ezekiel 37 chapter. Hence why in Isaiah 55, Yahweh said, my word shall not return to me void, man. Okay? So this word, the vibration, this word is going out there, whether it seems like people listening or not. People, it's like once in the so-called blue moon when people come up to our camp, man. We wouldn't give a goddamn because we're not out there. We're not out here for vainglory and filthy lucre's sake, man. All right, you see what I'm saying? And clout. Because Yahweh Shema, see Yahweh Shemashai. If we continue to please Yahweh Shemashai, like it says in St. Matthew 6 chapter, everything else going to be added onto it, man, including all these righteous works. And that was a further insight that happened before we even started this lesson, man. Okay, when this guy came up asking us who we are, that's an insight of that fame coming, because more of that's going to happen. Yeah. Oh, aren't you those guys? You're going to see us in the mall. You're going to see us wherever. Aren't you those guys? That's that fame spoke about Zephaniah 3:19. So that's part of righteous pricks is going to come, with pleasing Yahweh by Shemeshai, but further battling evil, man, in the spiritual war. This, you know what I'm saying? Just to land back on what what you going into,
Yeah.
quoting the elder, right?
And that's where we're at right now. We have to continuously stay vigilant, okay, of what this devil, our adversary, Satan, so-called white man, okay, and all of his cronies, these other nations that, you know, have plot against the tribe of Israel, okay, what they're doing and warn the sheep. And we also warn you to the of the sword that's coming, whether you hear or fear. Okay, but it's what we have to do. That's what we're commanded to do.
That's right.
Everything on.
That's right. Yeah, this is I'm getting them grab this Sirach 4. This is Sirach chapter 4, verse 28. Strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord Yahweh by Shemeshai shall fight for thee. Well, like I said in the book of Proverbs, man, the Lord loves those who loves him. And then also the contrary. If you hate the Lord, then he hates your ass.
Right.
We're seeing in Proverbs 8:36 and Psalm 5 and 5, for example. You see what I'm saying? People see, and that's why the majority of people are gonna die, because they don't understand evil and thus don't understand judgment.
That's right.
That your heavenly Father judges the wicked by allowing evil things to happen to them to the
Right.
point of demise, man.
Right.
Especially taking the mark of the beast and then getting burnt up in that second death, that lake of fire, in this last World War. That was it.
Yeah. But that, we like to turn to the east. Give all glory and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakudash.
double honors and teachers, elders, and apostles of great millstone. Likewise, brothers, that they're putting on this truth. Faithfully fear the city, feeding the sheep, and to you, brothers and sisters, tuning in. Shalom.
ETA, and above all, soon.
Very soon.